Wow, first of all, got a lot of respect for Coach Pollard and his staff, their program, their players, tough guys, tough outs, 1 through 27, if that's what they had on their rosters. Looked like to me they just there's a reason they're in that position, and they definitely were fun to play. Our crowd was beautiful. You know, Game 3, we obviously would have liked to go in Game 2. Would have liked to got it been done yesterday, but the opportunity to play today was there, and you know we were fortunate. I mean, we brought a bunch of guys in some tough spots, and guys executed some pitches. That's what it kind of comes down to against some really good hitters, and just a lot of fun. You know, it's a lot more fun today than it was yesterday, that's for sure.
Questions for the student athletes?
Carlos of Lubbock Avalanche. Mike, I know yesterday you mentioned this would be your last time playing at this facility. I guess what was it like just to be able to kind of contribute so well today?
You know, I think it was just kind of coming out and having fun and taking in every moment. My brother called me before the game and said, don't miss a beat. Just enjoy everything you get to do. And that final out, that's probably the most enjoyable thing I've got to do since I've been here.
I know 2 of those final outs were by Dylan Dusek. How special was it for 2 seniors to kind of be able to kind of put their mark on this as well?
I think that's awesome for him. He's gone through so much in his life, and he had the ability to go out there and pitch with a blister and contribute and never cry about it, never step down, and he stepped up there and got those last 2 guys out, and that's the way it's done.
Just in terms of home runs, I guess, were you guys kind of expecting anything like that? Because I know you guys have a good offense, but did you think that you get just so much contribution from the home run today?
I really don't know. You just kind of swing, trying to put the bat on the ball, and we got into 4 of them, and it helps a lot when you run into a bunch of them.
John, I guess just when you kind of went in, I guess what was your mindset, and I guess how fun was it, not necessarily at the time, but just to kind of get out of those jams and then just kind of give your guys that big lift?
Well, it's always a lot of fun coming in tight situations. You know, you dream about that even when you're little. And my mindset going in was just to execute pitches like Coach Tadlock said. Execute pitches, have fun, and let's get these guys out. And I said, yes, sir. And then fortunate enough to get old Mike a ground ball, turn it over play, and then got to strike out next. And it's a lot of fun. Great atmosphere. A lot of fun.
John, after not pitching last weekend and not pitching up to this point this weekend, were you itching to get in there?
Very much, yes, sir.
Michael, was that the longest home run you've hit in your career?
No.
Yes, it was.
Was it? I don't know. I have no idea. I'll say no.
It went far enough.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, we'll excuse them and then open up the questions for Coach Tadlock. Questions for Coach Tadlock?
Coach, I know you brought in Dylan kind of late on. I guess what was that something you figured, or was that something he told you if there was a possibility he could do it? And I guess how special was that for him to get those last 2 outs for you?
Well, it was special. I think it was the last 3. I'm pretty sure it was. And he's a guy who can pitch. There's not any moment that's too big for Dylan. You know, you got the 4-run lead. You want some pitchability in there. You want some strikes. You got one of the best hitters we've seen in Conine standing up there, and you got a left-hander coming behind him. And really, to me, the game was telling us what to do. I mean, I don't know if there's anything we knew other than the game saying, hey, you got a guy down there and get a left-hander out, and trust him. Let him do it.
Same question I asked Michael. I guess did you kind of figure the home run ball would be as effective as it was today? And I guess what was the game plan going into today for y'all?
Well, you never plan on home runs. We did play a little deeper today. The ballpark was hotter today with the temperature and not much wind. You could tell in batting practice it was going to play hot. It doesn't make it easier to hit home runs. Guys got some pitches in the middle of the plate and I guess got them elevated. Kleins had a little top spin on it. Believe me, I was rooting for it. and was really glad to see it get out of there.
Coach John hadn't pitched since the Big 12 tournament. I guess take us through the decision of sending him out there in that situation.
Well, I mean, you want to throw the ball over the plate. You want to have good stuff. It's a point in the order. I mean, you're not going to get Conine out with average stuff. I didn't feel like in that spot. Needed to be able to execute pitches. John has the ability to speed guys up, as you could see. I mean, you got to pick which one you want to hit. I mean, you're not going to hit both. And so, again, we've got a roster of guys down there and a bullpen of guys that we got a lot of faith in. And it just happened where last week we didn't use him because the scenario wasn't there for him. Would have really liked to. I know he really wanted to finish the game. But again, I thought, Dylan was the right guy at that moment.
I know there's ups and downs throughout every college baseball season. I mean, where you guys were picked at the beginning of the year to some rough patches during Big 12, how fulfilling is today for you?
It's a relief, honestly. I mean, you win. It's a relief when that game's over and you get it in the books. But the game itself, we really enjoy close baseball games. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch these guys play. They take pride in playing the game the right way. Most of the time, the fundamentals of the game will separate, in close games. And we're fortunate, our guys executed today in some spots. And there's some you can go back and go, golly, could have made it easier, but that's also them pitching and executing pitches. And so I feel more of a relief than I do anything. But during the game itself, I got some apple chapstick today and decided just to enjoy it the whole day. So I had a lot of fun. Usually it's plain.
Now, Tim, I know it just happened, but this is number 3 for you. And is there anything special that stands out about this third team compared to the first 2 that were able to reach Omaha?
Well, those first 2 teams are special too. And really what you're talking about, what I'm really excited about is there's a good part of the country is going to get to see some of these guys play. And they deserve that. There's some good players in there.
Any more questions for Coach Tadlock?
I know you touched on Dylan a little bit there, but how special is it as well for Michael Davis to go out the way he did today and to get back to Omaha after all the struggles from last year?
Well, I'm sure that's a question for Mike, but Omaha's special. When you get to this point and you get to go play there, it's special. So I guess I'm allowed to answer that question. I know Michael loved playing there last time we were there. The pace of the game's probably going to be a little bit slower for him this time than it was last time. He plays with really good, with good pace and a good heart rate, and he's a lot of fun to coach. Came up with a big swing today. I'm still thinking of the last question about 14 and 16. I mean, those guys are really special. I don't think this team's there, by the way, without those 2 teams.
There were a lot of exterior expectations for this team to do a lot coming into the season. Did y'all have similar expectations inside the locker room?
Well, we expect to win every day. I don't think that's any big secret. We want to win every day. We want to play good baseball each day. I think you can get caught up in expectations, though, and start trying to be something you're not. Really try to emphasize just doing what we do, playing baseball the right way, and let the chips kind of fall where they may. I mean, you go to start worrying about results or thinking about results in the middle of a baseball game, you can get yourself in a big bind. It's a game where it's a mental challenge. The challenge of playing 27 outs is that group gets it.
You have a preference of Florida or Auburn?
Yeah, they're both really good. I mean, I hadn't really thought about it. Let's enjoy this one while we're here at this point. And I guess I could really mess up and say one or the other, right? So I'm sure not doing that. They're both really good baseball teams ran by really good people.
Michael Davis was really calm up here last night talking about coming back for an elimination game, and I'm wondering, did he stand out in the locker room today before the game? Did he do anything leadership-wise with this team before first pitch?
Baseball is not a rah-rah game. You're not going to get in there, and it's not a game you play with a lot of emotion. There's nothing you can say really at this point. He said it enough yesterday right here. And believe it or not, the guys probably hear it. And he prepares each day. I mean, the way you go out and prepare each day. But I wish if there was something you could say, we'd say it every day, right? And so you really just got to go out and execute and really let the chips fall where they may throughout the game and trust your guys to go play.
Just because I don't know if we're going to grab you before you go to Omaha. Favorite part of going there, besides getting to play there?
Favorite part of going there? I like the coffee in the morning. I hadn't found a bad cup of coffee yet. I got a little glass coffee cup. I'd have to find out where it's from. You ever seen a glass coffee cup? I bought one the last time we were there, and have thought many times about tweeting a picture of it. And I think better. I'm like, nah, it's not our style. We don't need to do that. But the coffee's good in the morning. The people are good. They run a great tournament. It's a lot of fun. Good baseball's fun. Playoff baseball is a lot of fun.